Hi everyone. Now today we have discussed about some problem based on lift system. Means suppose in a any problem, suppose they are saying about the lift, then how to solve the problem. Okay, now suppose this is the lift. Okay, there are some cases we have to study. Now case 1. Suppose in first case, the velocity of the lift is constant. The velocity of lift is constant, means the lift moving with a constant velocity. Okay, then in that case, if the velocity is constant, then what is the acceleration is 0. If the velocity is constant, then acceleration is 0. Okay, means suppose this is the lift. On that lift, one person is sitting on a lift. Okay, now this lift will be moves with a constant velocity. In that case, acceleration of the lift is 0. Then the person who is on the lift, on that person, how many forces can act? There are normal reactant force is in the upward direction and gravitational force is in the downward direction. Okay, means the free body diagram is, that is, normal reactant force is in upward direction and gravitational force is in downward direction, and there will be no acceleration. Okay, in that case what happen, the equilibrium condition, the equilibrium of forces along a vertical direction is n minus mg, which is equal to 0. From that, n is equal to mg. Okay, n is equal to mg. Okay, in that case the person who is standing on a lift, okay, that person appears a weight is mg. In that case, whatever the normal reactant is there, that normal reactant we have to treat it as apparent weight. Okay, apparent weight of the person. Okay, means when a lift is traveling with a constant velocity, in that case acceleration is 0, then the apparent weight of that person who is sitting or standing inside the lift, the apparent weight of that person is mg. The apparent weight of that person is mg. Apparent weight means the weight filled by that person. Okay, means weight filled by that person, means that person, okay, who is sitting inside the lift fills it weight as m into g. Now second case is a lift is moving in a upward direction with some uniform acceleration. Okay, lift moves upward with uniform acceleration. With uniform acceleration. Lift moving in upward direction with uniform acceleration. Now this is lift. Inside that lift, one person is sitting. Okay, this lift is moving in a upward direction, means on that person who is sitting in a lift, on that person there will be normal reactant force in upward direction and gravitational force in the downward direction, and the acceleration, the lift is moving in a upward direction, means the direction of acceleration is upward direction. Okay, upward direction means positive. Therefore the net force acting on that person, okay, that is F is equal to ma. Okay, apply Newton's second law. Apply Newton's second law, that is F is equal to ma. Then how many forces act on that person? That is normal reactant force is in upward direction and gravitational force is in downward direction. Therefore net force is n minus mg, which is equal to, that is mass into acceleration. That acceleration is in positive direction, therefore this mass into acceleration is positive. In that case n is equal to, okay, if you shift mg in right hand side, then it is become mg plus ma. Okay, now this is the apparent weight. Okay, the normal reactant when this lift is moving in upward direction, okay, in that case normal reactant is equal to mg plus ma. Mg means that is mass into acceleration due to gravity and plus mass into, that is, acceleration of the lift. Means in that case the apparent weight the apparent weight of the person who is sitting or standing on a lift, okay, the apparent weight is mg plus ma when the lift is moving in a upward direction. Now in case third, lift moving in a downward direction with constant acceleration. Lift moving in downward direction with uniform acceleration. Okay, lift moving in a downward direction with uniform acceleration. Okay, now in that case, on that man, the normal reactant is in upward direction and gravitational force is in downward direction. In that case, the acceleration is in the downward direction, because the lift moving in a downward direction means the direction of acceleration is also in the downward direction. Therefore the net force, okay, therefore that is applying Newton's second law, that is F is equal to m. The net force acting on that man is N is in upward direction and mg is in downward direction. Therefore N minus mg, which is equal to, that is m into acceleration, that direction of acceleration of the lift is in downward direction. Therefore that m into a becomes minus m a. Therefore in that case, normal reactant is N, which is equal to mg minus ma. Okay, in that case, this is the apparent weight. Okay, the apparent weight, okay, on the apparent weight of person who is sitting or standing inside the lift, okay, he feels the weight that mg minus ma. Okay, now this is the apparent weight when the lift is moving in a downward direction. Okay, now in case fourth, okay, if the lift cable breaks down, okay, if lift cable break down, when the lift cable is break down, in that case, that acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity. Okay, the same situation is there, that apparent weight, which is equal to, in place of that is acceleration, we have to write acceleration due to gravity. Therefore that is mg minus, in place of a we have to write g, that is mg minus mg, means mg minus mg is 0, means when the lift cable is break down, in that case the apparent weight of that person is 0, means that when the lift cable is break down, then the person who is sitting inside the lift, okay, he can appears a no weight, means he can feel such a way that his weight is 0, means when the cable of a lift is break down, then the apparent weight of person who is sitting inside the lift having a 0 weight. Now problem number 5, a man in a lift feels an apparent weight W when the lift is moving up with a uniform acceleration of 1/3 of the acceleration due to gravity. Now second case, if the same man were in the same lift, now moving down with a uniform acceleration, that is half of the acceleration due to gravity, then what is his apparent weight? Now that is first case 1. Okay, in first case the lift will be moves in a up. Okay, then lift moving up. Okay, when the lift is moving up, okay, then in that case this lift is moving up, means acceleration is in upward direction, that is normal reactant is in upward direction, that is mg, gravitational force is in downward direction. Therefore apply Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law? F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. Then net force acting on that person is normal reactant is in upward direction and gravitational force is in downward direction, which is equal to mass and acceleration is in upward direction. Therefore, acceleration is positive. Then m into a. Okay, then in that case, that acceleration is 1/3. Okay, now here that acceleration is, okay, what is the acceleration is 1/3 to that of acceleration due to gravity, means a is equal to 1/3 to that of g. Okay, therefore n minus mg, which is equal to m into acceleration is g by 3. Okay, therefore n is equal to, we have to shift this mg is in right hand side, it is become plus mg. Okay, then plus, okay, this m into g by 3 means 1/3 into mg. Okay, you know that this n, that is normal reactant, is nothing but apparent weight. Okay, in that case, that apparent weight, which is equal to mg plus 1/3 mg. Okay, we have to take mg is constant, that is 1 plus 1/3 into mg. In that case, that here apparent weight is, we have considered as W. Therefore, apparent weight W, which is equal to 1 plus 1/3, means that is 4/3 into mg. Okay, apparent weight. Okay, here they can say that when the lift is moving in an upward direction, then the apparent weight we have considered as a W. Therefore, apparent weight, this normal reactant is nothing but apparent weight. Therefore, apparent weight we have to consider as W. Therefore, W is equal to 1 plus 1/3 is nothing but 4/3. Okay, and mg as it is. From that apparent weight W, which is equal to 4/3 into mg. From that mg we have to write as mg is equal to, taking cross multiplication, 3/4 into W. Okay, now we have to treat this as a equation number 1. Now in case second, okay, case second, what happened after that, if the same man were in the same lift, now this lift is moving down. Now this lift is moving down and the acceleration of that lift is half of the acceleration due to gravity. In that case, we have to determine its apparent weight. Now second case, the lift is moving down. Now lift is moving down. Okay, now lift is moving down. Now person who is sitting inside, when the lift is moving down, then acceleration is in downward direction. Then on that person, normal reactant is in upward direction, and that is gravitational force mg is in downward direction. Okay, and that acceleration is also in the downward direction. Therefore, apply Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law? That is F is equal to ma. The net force acting on that person, normal reactant is in upward direction and mg force is in downward direction, which is equal to mass into that acceleration. Acceleration is in the downward direction, that is minus a. Therefore, n minus mg, which is equal to minus ma. Okay, this acceleration is in downward direction, therefore we have to treat here acceleration is minus a. Therefore, n minus mg, which is equal to minus m into a. Now here, in that case, in problem they can say that the acceleration is half of the acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, here that acceleration is equal to half of the acceleration due to gravity g. Therefore, a is equal to half g. Therefore, n minus mg, which is equal to minus half into this m is as it is, okay, half, okay, or that is m we have to write as it is. Okay, then in place of a, write down here, that is n minus mg, which is equal to minus m as it is. A we have to write as half into g. Okay, that is g by 2. means this is n minus mg, which is equal to minus half mg. Okay, in that case n which is equal to mg we have to shift in a right hand direction. Okay, then it is become plus mg minus half mg. Okay, in that case this n is nothing but apparent weight. Therefore apparent weight which is equal to, that is mg minus half mg, means we have to take mg as common. Therefore 1 minus half into mg. Okay, this is half mg. Okay, therefore apparent weight is equal to half mg. Then using equation 1, okay, using equation 1, mg is equal to 3 by 4 into w. Therefore using equation 1 we get, that is apparent weight which is equal to half into mg. How you can write? 3 by 4 into w, half into 3 by 4 into w, which is equal to, multiply numerator with numerator, that is 3 divided by 8, then that is 3 by 8 into w. Therefore when the lift moving in a downward direction, the apparent weight of that person is 3 by 8 into w. Now problem number 8. A fixed pulley with a smooth groove has a light string passing over it with a 4 kg attached on one side and 3 kg on the other side. Another 3 kgs hang from the other 3 kg as shown with another light string. If the system is released from rest, find the common acceleration. Okay, in one side 4 kg is attached and another side 3 kg is attached. Now this, on that 3 kg another 3 kg mass can be attached, means total in one side 4 kg mass is attached and in another side 3 kg mass can be attached. Now first how to solve it? In that case, if you have released that from rest, what happen? Here in one side 4 kg, in another side total, that is 6 kg mass can be attached, means the string is moving in a downward direction. Okay, means this string is moving in a downward direction and this string is moving in a upward direction, means in that case the tension is towards the equilibrium position, that is tension is in that direction and here tension is in that direction. Okay, now we have to find out the common acceleration. Now solution. First draw a free body diagram of 4 kg mass. Okay, the free body diagram of 4 kg mass. Okay, free body diagram of 4 kg mass. Here 4 kg, here tension is in upward direction. Okay, and gravitational force, that is mg, is in downward direction. Now this is 4 kg mass. Okay, now if you release this from in rest, then what happen? This string is moving in a upward direction and this string is moving in a downward direction, means in that case the direction of acceleration is upward direction. The string is moving in a upward direction, means this 4 kg mass moving in a upward direction, means the direction of acceleration is in the upward direction. Therefore apply Newton's second law. Okay, then what is Newton's second law? F is equal to ma. Okay, the net force means tension is in upward direction minus gravitational force is in downward direction. Okay, tension force is in upward direction, gravitational force is in downward direction. Therefore T, gravitational force is downward direction, means T minus mg, which is equal to, that acceleration is in the upward direction, means acceleration is positive, that is m into a. Okay, then T minus, what is the m? That mass is here 4 kg, therefore 4 into g is 10, which is equal to m, mass is 4 kg into acceleration, therefore T minus 4t, which is equal to 4a. Now this is equation number 1. Okay, this is equation number 1. Now similarly, okay, combiningly we have to say this is 3 kg, this is 3 kg, means on right hand side the 6 kg mass can be attached, okay, on a string. Okay, 6 kg mass can be attached on a string. Therefore we have to draw a free body diagram for 6 kg. Free body diagram for 6 kg mass. Okay, free body diagram for 6 kg mass. Okay, now here this is 6 kg mass. Okay, now this gravitational force is in downward direction and tension force is in upward direction. Now here in left hand side that 4 kg, in right hand side 6 kg mass can be attached. Therefore this string can be moving in a downward direction, means in that case the acceleration is in downward direction. Okay, if you release this, okay, what happen? This can be moves in a upward direction. Okay, when this is moves in upward direction, means this is moves in a downward direction, means here acceleration is upward direction, here acceleration is downward direction. Therefore here we have to apply Newton's second law. Okay, what is Newton's second law? That is F is equal to ma. There in that case the net force is equal to T is in upward direction and mg is in downward direction. Therefore T minus mg, which is equal to, here acceleration is in the downward direction, therefore m into minus a. Acceleration is in a downward direction means minus a, therefore minus m into a. Okay, then from that we have to substitute all that value. Then T minus mass is 6 kg, therefore 6 into acceleration due to gravity is 10, which is equal to minus mass is 6, acceleration is a. From that T minus 60, which is equal to minus 6a. Okay, from that we have to take a value of T. Okay, therefore T minus 60 is equal to minus 6a, that is T minus 60, which is equal to minus 6a. Therefore T is equal to, we have to 60 shift to the right, it is become 60 minus 6a. Now this is equation number 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Wherever T is there, we have to put T is equal to 60 minus 6a. Now substitute equation 2 in equation 1. What is the equation 1? T minus 40, which is equal to 4a. Okay, wherever T is there, we have to put 60 minus 6a. That is 60 minus 6a minus 40, which is equal to 4a. Then this is 60 minus 6a minus 40, which is equal to 4a. Then 60 minus 40 is 20 minus 6a, which is equal to 4a. Then 20, which is equal to 6a, we have to shift to the right, it is become plus 6a. Minus 6a, you have to shift to the right, become plus 6a. Then 20 is equal to 4, a plus 6a is 10a. Therefore a is equal to 20 by 10. Therefore acceleration in that case, acceleration is 20 divided by 10 means 2 meter per second square. Therefore the acceleration of the system is 2 meter per second square. Now next problem number 9. A block of mass of 2 kg slides on an inclined plane that makes an angle of 30 degree with horizontal. The coefficient of friction between the block and the surface is root 3 by 2. Question 1. What force should be applied to the block so that it moves down without any acceleration? Now second question. What force should be applied to the block so that it moves up without any acceleration? Now here what force should be applied, okay, when the object moves up without any acceleration? And question first, okay, what force should be required to move the object without any acceleration? Okay, here moves up and here moves down. Okay, means how much force should be applied when the object moves down without any acceleration, and how much force should be applied when the object moves in a upward direction without any acceleration. Okay, now there are two problems, therefore first write down given data. Okay, a block of mass of the block is given, that is 2 kg. Okay, slides on an inclined plane with that angle theta is 30 degree, and the coefficient of friction, that is mu, is given, that is root 3 by 2. Okay, root 3 by 2 is the coefficient of friction is given. Okay, then we have to solve this. Okay, now this block is moving up and down, means this is the coefficient of kinetic friction. Okay, that is mu k, which is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, now first question, in that case what happened, what force should be applied to the block so that it moves down without any acceleration. Okay, now draw first figure. Okay, one object is on an inclined plane. Now this is inclined plane and this is angle theta. Okay, now object is putting on that inclined plane. On that object there are normal reactant force is normal to the surface, and downward, that is gravitational force. Okay, and we have to apply the force, the object moves in a downward direction, means we have to apply force in that direction. Okay, we have to apply force is in that direction. Okay, and this frictional force, okay, that is kinetic friction, is in the upward direction. Okay, kinetic friction is in upward direction, and that is frictional force is in downward direction. Okay, now we have to draw a free body diagram of, that is when the block is moving down. Okay, block moves down. Okay, when the block is moves down, in that case we have to draw a free body diagram. Okay, now see here, once again I can draw a diagram and free body diagram. Now here angle theta, here this block is put here, that is gravitational force mg is in downward direction, and normal reactant is here, and applied force is in that direction, and that is kinetic friction is in this direction. Okay, now see here normal reactant. Okay, here gravitational force, here static friction, kinetic friction, and in that direction applied force. Okay, now here this direction, this is gravitation. Now here this is the opposite direction to that of normal reactant. Now this angle is theta. Okay, now see here, this is normal, this angle is theta. Okay, therefore this angle is also theta. Now this is angle theta. Okay, therefore this is mg, then the opposite to that of normal reactant, we have to write this as mg cos theta. This is the adjacent side of angle theta, therefore this is mg cos theta. Now this is the opposite side. Okay, means this is the opposite side to that of theta. Okay, that of mg, means therefore this we have to treat as, means mg we have to mg force we have to resolve along this direction and along this direction, means we have to treat this as a x-axis and this as a y-axis, means we have to resolve that mg force along y-axis and along x-axis. When we have to resolve mg force along y-axis, that is mg cos theta, and mg force along x-axis is mg sin theta. Okay, therefore this is the free body diagram, this is kinetic friction, and this is mg sin theta and applied force. Okay, this is normal reactant and mg sin theta. Therefore this is we have to treat as a y-axis, and this we have to treat as a x-axis, therefore along a vertical axis. Okay, therefore along vertical direction, there is no acceleration. There is no acceleration. Okay, there is no acceleration means Newton's second law is F is equal to 0, means there will be no acceleration. Therefore, N is in upward direction. Therefore, N minus mg cos theta, which is equal to 0. From that, N is equal to mg cos theta. Now we have to write this as a equation number 1. Therefore, and along horizontal direction. Now, along horizontal direction, the force is present, but in problem they can say that the body will not be moves, means without any acceleration the body moves in a downward direction, means along this direction also there will be no acceleration. Without acceleration the body moves in a downward direction. Therefore, along horizontal direction, okay, there is no acceleration. There is no acceleration along a horizontal direction. Therefore, apply Newton's second law, that is kinetic friction is in positive x direction, and in negative x direction applied force and mg sin theta. Therefore, Fk minus applied force minus mg sin theta, which is equal to 0. Okay, now we have to put F is in one direction and all other quantities in another direction. Therefore, we have to say, if you have shifted this F in a right hand direction, then this is F is equal to Fk minus mg sin theta. Okay, we have to shift only F is in right hand direction, then minus F become plus, then Fk minus mg sin theta. Okay, then from that F, which is equal to Fk is nothing but mu k into n, okay, then minus mg sin theta. Okay, therefore this is nothing but, okay, we know that, okay, from equation 1, n is equal to mg cos theta. Therefore, F is equal to mu k into n. N is nothing but mg cos theta, mu k into mg cos theta minus mg sin theta. From that, mg we have to take as a common. Therefore, mg is equal to mu k cos theta minus sin theta. Okay, from that we have to put all that values. We have to easily find out the force applied on that object without any acceleration. Therefore, what is the mass? That mass of the object is 2 kg. Okay, mass is 2 kg. Okay, then acceleration due to gravity. In that case, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. Okay, into mu k value. Mu k value is root 3 by 2. Okay, and here we have to write as a cos 30. Okay, minus sin 30. Okay, therefore applied force F, which is equal to, that is 2 into 9.8. 2 into 9.8 means 19.6. Okay, into under root 3 by 2 into, that is cos 30. Okay, cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2 minus sin 30. Sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Now this is 19.6. Root 3 into root 3, it is become 3. 2 into 2, it is become 4. 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. Now this is 19.6. 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. If you have make the denominator as same, that is 3 minus 2 divided by 4, that is 19.6 into 3 minus 1 is 3 minus 2 is 1 by 4, that is 19.6 into 1 by 4, we get 4.9. Therefore, okay, the force applied okay, to move the object in a downward direction without acceleration, that applied force is 4.9 newtons. Now in second case, the block moves up without acceleration. Now the block moves up without acceleration. The block moves up without acceleration. Now this angle theta, this is normal reactant, this is mg, is in downward direction. Okay, now we want to move the block in upward direction, means this is the direction of applied force. Now if this is the direction of applied force, then what is the direction of kinetic friction? The friction is in the opposite direction to that of applied force. This is the direction of applied force, means this is the direction of kinetic friction. Okay, therefore draw free body diagram. Okay, free body diagram of block. This is normal reactant, this is mg, is in downward direction. Okay, now this is the applied force and this is the kinetic friction. Okay, now from that, this is the normal reactant, means this angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta. Now this is mg. Now this angle is theta and this is the opposite side to that of normal reactant. Now this angle is theta, therefore we have to split mg, okay, along this y direction. Okay, means the component of mg along y-axis and along x-axis. Therefore this is mg cos theta and along x-axis this is mg sin theta. Okay, therefore now there will be no acceleration along y-axis and there will be no acceleration along x-axis. Therefore apply Newton's second law. Okay, or that is along vertical direction there will be no acceleration. Now along vertical direction there is no acceleration. Okay, vertical direction means this is we have to treat as a y-axis and this we have to treat as a x-axis. Therefore along y-axis there will be no acceleration, means that net force is equal to 0. That is n is in positive direction, n minus, and mg cos theta is in downward direction. Therefore n minus mg cos theta, which is equal to 0. From that n is equal to mg cos theta. Now we have to treat this as a equation number 2. Okay, similarly along a horizontal direction, okay, along a horizontal direction, this is the direction of applied force and this downward direction is kinetic friction and mg sin theta. Kinetic friction and mg sin theta is in the downward direction. Okay, therefore we have to treat this as, okay, therefore along a horizontal direction, along horizontal direction there is no acceleration. There is no acceleration along horizontal direction. Therefore f is positive and that is fk and mg sin theta is in negative direction. Therefore f minus fk minus that is mg sin theta, which is equal to 0. Okay, from that is f which is equal to fk, we have to put f is in one direction and other quantities in another direction. Therefore f is equal to fk. Okay, we have to shift that fk to the right, it is become plus fk, minus mg sin theta to the right, it is become plus mg sin theta. Now we know that fk is nothing but mu k into n plus mg sin theta. Okay, then from equation 2, n is equal to mg cos theta. From equation 2 we get f is equal to mu k, n is nothing but mg cos theta plus mg sin theta. Okay, put down all that values. That is f is equal to, what is the mu k value? Mu k is under root 3 by 2, or from that mg we have to take as a common. Then what is the remaining? Mu k into cos theta value is 30, cos 30 plus mg we have to take common, then sin 30. Okay, then this is m is how many kilo, what is the mass? That is 2 kg into g is 9.8 into mu k is root 3 by 2, that is cos 30 is again root 3 by 2 plus, that is sin 30 is 1 by 2. This is 2 into 9.8, this is 19.6 into root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2, it is become 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2. This is 19.6. Okay, that's 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2. The denominator is 4, that is 3 plus 2, that is 5 by 4. Then 19.6 into 5 by 4. Okay, we get this as, okay, 98. 19.6 into 5, we get 98 divided by 4. Therefore the force required to move the object in upward direction without acceleration is 98 by 4, that is 24.5 newtons. Okay, this much force will be required to move the object in upward direction without any acceleration. Okay, now today we have stopped here.